Hey you, if you clicked on this video, you're probably beautiful, handsome, smart, intelligent, awesome, and probably want to learn how to play Vi in Season 15. So I'm going to try to share some tips and tricks on how I play Vi in Season 15. I actually managed to hit rank 1 Vi in this season, and currently sitting on 400 LP, so I'm going to try to go into a game, explain my thought process, how I adapt Vi in Season 15, some tips and tricks that I share along the way, and maybe, hopefully, you can get better as well. So let's just get into it, yeah? Come on. All right, here we go. This is going to be interesting. So we're playing against Rengar, and apparently it's Ivan support. I thought it was Ivan jungle. Ivan is not a great match for Vi, neither is Rengar, but it's like fine. So I actually play full damage Vi, Halo Blades. It's what I prefer. It suits my playstyle. It's really good this season too. So the thing is, these boots are broken. And also, this item is kind of broken. And when you get them and you're ahead, the thing with Vi lately is that if you get a small lead and you get these two items, you can just be everywhere. You're so quick. It goes for all kind of assassins really, but these items are just like so strong and you're so mobile. You just move around like crazy. So if you get a lead, you just need to be there and then you win the fight. And with these items, you can just be everywhere. It's just really good. This is very not good. A little bit unfortunate, this one. Hopefully it twitches out. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Anyways, I'm gonna do my best to try to win this game. It's a ranked one, so I'm playing on my main. So I'm gonna start on blue. We got Ornn in the top lane. Not much to play for. Many times this season I will be pathing to bot lane. There's so high impact this season, but some days, sometimes it's not going to be the case. If you have a very volatile top lane, I will path bot. Tips and tricks. So if they have a level 1 invader or level 2 invader, I'm not going to smite this grump early. Then I'm going to put a ward here. That's a very important trick. If you're playing against, for example, a Talon or a Elise even, Jarvan, they sometimes start raptors, invade you, so I like to put a ward here. Start my blue. Don't smite the blue, and then I'm going to save my smite for Grump. You can also just go blue into your wolves, and then go back for your Grump to avoid that gank altogether. And it's actually pretty good for you, because there's been a lot of cheesing like this season. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on clearing. One of the most important things with Vi this season is that you're scaling slower than usual. You're coming online a little bit later. And I'm also finding a lot of consistency with not ganking too much early. Because you get so punished if you do gank and you don't get anything from it. I'll play it RE, huge. With how the lanes are structured after the change to season 14, it's so much harder to gank. And you kind of need your ultimate, unless you got like great vision, or they use flash. If they use flash, absolutely you can gank it, but if they don't, many times I will just clear. That is why Agrin is so consistent. For example, he's just not going for ganks that is unlikely to result into a kill. So he's just very consistent. That way, Rengar is probably bot, so I'm going to try to ping him out. Oh, okay, he's here. That's fine. So he's pathing towards an Ornn or Kali lane. It's very doubtful if he can do anything here. But we can play mid. Because Ahri has a nice lead in the mid lane. So if I go for a gank here, Rengar is just gonna come. He has charm. Yeah, that was insane. Just gotta chill here. Just a little bit mad at took the kill. Maybe I could have held that auto attack. It's still really good for me to get kills because Vi snowballs so hard. There I just had to play slow. And even though my Ornn is like spam pinging, there's not much I could do in that scenario. Like, I can't just magically TP to top lane, so you just have to ignore it. Like, take the information, but then do your own thing. So there, it's very important for me to not use Q. It's going to be very tempting in these fights to just channel your Q, but if you don't have a clear purpose for it, many times you're just going to waste it, and then it's going to be on an insane cooldown, which is very unfortunate. So here, if I try to gank here, she's probably just going to run away, but I do have flash, she doesn't. Yeah, this is a kill. He's going to be mad, but I don't care. He gets a shutdown. I got XP, and then it's frozen, so this is fine. I could have maybe just went over. She was so aggressive, didn't look like she paid the most attention. Maybe I could have just went for it, but I expected her to play more careful. Anyways, what I learned from Yonkos a lot, like last season, and with the review this season, is to use these walls with your Q to get into better positions, to make sure that the gank is 100% reliable. So you're sacrificing a little bit of time to make sure that the gank really works, because the gank might not work, then just don't bother. That's what I've learned this season. So another tips to just figuring out the early game is just like no flash, no R, no gank. Like if you don't have a flash or R, just like don't gank. So here also they've nerfed grubs. I want to play for top lane, no, for my bot lane. Even though Rengar gets a kill on top here, I can just take Drake. He takes Scrub. That's actually fine for me, because we get to scale up. I get to play around my bot side, which I do think is more important in this game. Especially if there's like a Jax to mid lane or top lane or something like very volatile snowball-y. It's a little bit different. But in this case, I'd much rather have a Fed Twitch than a Fed Ornn. And a Twitch is very far behind. I can't play because I'm focusing on top lane. So here, now we're getting a beautiful dive bot lane. This wasn't because I did something well, but it's because Rengar messed up. Because he had the top lane, which was very odd in this game. I'm just gonna don't show on vision. So because we spotted him on top, he went for the gank, he got a kill. And then he got the grubs, but I got Drake, so the grubs does matter. So let's say the grubs are equalized. Then he got a kill on top. Now we got a dive on bot lane with killing the Jinx, losing a bunch of minions. But I had an Ornn who lost a couple of minions. So who do you think is more punished, you know? Like, what does this gank, this kill actually result into? Super, super important. So now I'm just clearing. As you can see, I'm not overforcing at all.
An ally has been slain.
This should be a kill though. Nice. I have to push this. It's closer to us, so this is gonna push. Ah! The W expired. Oh no. Oh no, it's not gonna fully push. I should have probably smited the can, then it would have been able to crash. But we do get the wave in here. Probably gonna lose can. That's very good. I'm actually gonna reset, go to my bot side, because now I spent the time that I should have spent on these camps. And now I could have been here. Now I'm just gonna hit the reset and go straight to bot, because I don't want to lose out on these camps. I'm gonna go the symbiotic. Could have also gone double longsword, that's probably better than the rhetoric. But it's fine, not a big difference. Huge gank from Ornn, very nice. There's a decent chance Rengar is here, so I need to be a little bit careful. Because he did see me push out top lane, and he knew that my bot side is up. That's why I do this, because if I just started on hitting these camps, I would have had no items by the time I got here, and it was also a decent chance that these camps were just gone, and that would have been really, really bad for me. It's so important to stay ahead with Vi in the jungle, or at least even. If you're staying even, that's fine. So I actually get level 8 here from these camps, so I want to take these. Then maybe go for lane gank. Lane ganks are so good this season because it's so hard to gank through here because it's so easy to ward it. The thing goes here and in top lane. So lane ganks are much better now than they used to be, or like lane ganks are as good as they used to be, but all the other ganks are much harder to pull off. So that's why I really do like lane ganks at the moment. Vi is also great at counter ganking, which was what I was gonna say. That's one of the things Vi is best at. I'm just gonna take Davy. Nice, beautiful. Now I'm gonna go for the dive. Every time you can get something, can get something more. Always think about this. I'm just gonna ult first so she can easily get the charm. Nice, beautiful. Huge. See, we're just stomping this bot lane now. Even though our Kali is ahead on top, we don't care at all. Like, bot is so heavily punished. There's nothing they can do at the moment. Okay, this is slow. I actually wish that he... Can't we walk out here together? Beautiful, so we got Rengar R. Oh no, I got slow. So, I want to go get the crowds, because Rengar, you see, moved away with his ultimate. They might have too many here, because the bot lane looks like tilted and went to mid lane. That's quite common. So, even though I do want to play for grubs, actually them tilting denies me grump here in this case. So now I would have to wait for my bot lane. Like, I don't want to give away grubs, but I'm kind of forced to. So you gotta just play with what you have. My bot lane is not here even though they're winning, so that's just how it is. What I can do is kill top lane, and now maybe we can move in after my bot lane will come soon. And their call is dead. Pussy Poo? What's up? What's up, Pussy Poo? Okay. I'm just gonna back off. He went back. And he pay flashed. This is Master, by the way. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. When you have a lead, you gotta move. You see, I'm so fast with these items. Like, I can just get to anywhere. I can move like this. I can move up top. Now, after I take this, I can easily play for Drake. Rengar is up in 3 seconds. Yeah. Most of this game, I've had either Flash or Ultimate, which is so big. That's why I can do something. And as you can see, like, now I'm 5-0-1. And I haven't really ganked that much. Like, I've only went for 100% plays. And because I still got a lot of KP. I still got many kills. But I also have a lot of farm. I have 90 CS in 12 minutes. This is pretty good. So, and also, we got a Drake. Now I want to play Drake. That's why I don't take these. I need to play for, like... What's the most I can get at any given time? And Drake is more worth than these top camps. I can always fall back to them later. But if I take these top ganks, these are weak. Or my R is weak because I'm so far away from them. So that's how Rengar can come back, right? He can get kills where I'm not. And why do I want to have weak in this game? It's Ornn. Because he's so safe anyways. He's so tanky. Like, Rengar doesn't want to waste time on this. It's so hard to actually get a kill on him. And it doesn't really result into much. So why do I want to shut down? Now my bot lane is resetting, so they're much more safe. I can maybe get a gank on bot lane here. If not, I would reset together with my bot lane, because then they wouldn't be weak, right? Because they would be in base, so they would be safe from Rengar. Because I do want to take my top side, I just don't want to take them if it's very unsafe. Okay, this looks free now. My R is so strong. Beautiful. There, spot out Rengar. Look at Owen. Look at him. Weak side king. There, if you can initialize with Q and either hit it, or you need your if you're gonna use your R there, and R is not quite in range. You shouldn't waste your Q. Then you have to try to like start with R into Q to layer with the CC. Then she has time to follow up. Or you want to use your Q together with your R. It's one of the most important things with Vi. You don't want to use... I wanted to hit the plant so he couldn't get it. Whoops. Nice. Yeah, as I was saying, one of the most important things in the game is to chain for Vi, is to chain your Q and R together. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's different scenarios where you want to lead with your R or lead with your Q. For example, if they still have escape abilities, like an Ezreal, for example, or something with a dash, I want to lead with my ultimate, because if I lead with my Q, they're likely to dodge it just with their spell. So then I would just start with my ultimate. If I can easily hit the Q on the Jinx, for example, or the Orianna just like walks up or doesn't see me coming from the bush, then I will start with my Q, because then I can start with my Q, use my ultimate, and then my Q will start come online again. A good thing to also do, if you don't want to chain it together to follow up, is that you can start with your Q doing the autos. Oh god, I messed up. I shouldn't have face checked. I should have realized Orianna was gone. Oh well, that's fine. So yeah, as I was saying, one thing you can do is that you lead the fight with your Q, for example. If they have escape abilities or some CC they can use against you, you start with the Q, do a couple of autos. When your Q is about to come up, like 1 second off, then you press your ultimate to follow up, and then you can chain it with another Q, which is super good, because then you can R into Q a couple of autos again, and they're completely cooked then. That's something I do quite often. That's more in if you're in a solo environment and not together with other champions, because if you're together with other champions, more important to just CC them in the beginning so they can follow up like you and do a small combo into your R, especially with RE who wants to follow up with yeah, I need to be a little bit careful of the Rengar. I did not mean to play it like this. But it works. Yeah, I got my boost now. Like, I'm so quick. Look at this mobility, guys. This is why I go these 2 items. It's absolutely insane. I'm so fast. Yeah, nice. That was barely in range. That's a very important trick too. Use your wards at the very edge of where you want vision. Like, that's something I didn't do until way later. I was placing them into the wall, for example, where I didn't care about the vision at all. See, this mobility, crazy. The beautiful thing about this as well, with the Relentless Hunter and Triumphant thingies, is that it's so easy to hit your Q, because you have so much ability to close the gap. It's one of the harder things with Vi, is that many times when you walk at them, they're gonna walk away from you, and especially with the Q when you're getting slowed down. But with this mobility, you can just run at them like crazy, you know. Okay, nice. Oh, that was a close one. Oh no. Okay. That was a good fight though. So the trick I used there was actually something I learned from Box back in like season 4, from watching his Riven montages, where he would be in a really close fight. The enemy would get the auto attack before you, so he would flash away and then do his third Q back in, get the knock up, then he killed them with that last auto. Because he was about to die. He was 1 auto off or like 1 spell off, and he would flash away Q immediately back in, and it works. That's what we did there. I did the combo. I didn't have my Q, so I did a couple of autos, my ultimate, and then I actually flashed away before my, because I didn't have my Q. So I flashed away, got time for my Q again, and then I Q back in to his jump. And then we can get a couple of autos. It was the exact same thing as Box did back in that time. I've been starting to use that on Vi a lot more. And there's so many use cases for it. It won me so many fights. Like there, I lose these fights so hard. In most other ways. This is a little bit rough. And that's fine. I might lose this fight. I'm just gonna go for the tower. My team's winning. With no R. Right. I'm not that strong. It's the Rengar. Oh, no, no. Okay. I'm sorry. Here, when you do get like a lot of kills, make sure to take the jungle away from them. That's when you really get that big leagues. Your enemy jungle will just make sure you take the jungle on the way out, or like this. Just get the enemy jungler. Now Rengar literally has nothing to do. Beautiful thing about this also is that when they have nothing to do, that's why counter jungling is so good, especially in low reloads, like very far up actually. But they got nothing to do. Many times they're just bored, they don't know what to do. So they just do something, and it's usually bad to play, because you can't just force a play and it's immediately going to be good, especially when you're behind. When you're behind like this and you just force a play, it's likely just not going to work. Like, you got to take the few chances you have, but you can't force them out of nowhere. And that's many times what happens, because they just get impatient. They feel completely lost because they got nothing to do right now. And they will just force a fight, and they will die and give away more objectives like this. See? He's just trying to go for the fight. Now we can get Arcathon if we want to. Maybe we don't want to. I don't know. Team doesn't seem like they want to. I'm gonna go to bot lane with my Ari. Look at this mobility, by the way.
Still can't believe I joined you in force.
Oh!
And for what?
Oh my god, she TP'd or something.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's fine. She used ultimate. I really wanted to get the Arcathon when Rengar died, but I don't know. Inhib is so useless. Especially mid Inhib. It's fine. Yeah, really, but... Okay, so I want Collector second. Many times I will go Collector. But an important thing with this build, especially, in my opinion, but I mean, it kind of relates to other builds as well, but I think it matters less with this build, because it's not that important exactly what item you get, because most of them do the exact same thing, unless you got something specific planned. I'm going to explain that after this fight. Look how fast we are, by the way. I'm going to try to time it. Nice. Use the gold plate. Nice, big. Like, this mobility is just absolutely insane. But back to what I was gonna say, is that, for example, in the case earlier, I could just buy a full collector, but if I had 300 less gold and I couldn't afford it, I would just buy the opportunity. By the way, like, completing an item at these stages are so important. There's usually a big fight happening somewhere, or a 1v1, or just an objective spawning. The games are so quick when it comes to this season. So just make sure you get the item. It's not that important to get the exact item. So, nice. Feels good. It's not easy to play solo queue while explaining everything, but I'm happy I can get the win. Managed to get some LP. I really hope you learned something. I hope you learned a couple of tricks here and there. If you want me to do like a full tips and tricks video where I just go through everything with chapters, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let's see the LP and the damage maybe, okay, before we leave. I can also explain the rest of what the rest of the build would be. So back to 434 LP, huge, some decent damage, 11 kills, not bad, guys, not bad. So let's take a look at the runes too. I love these runes. That's what I've been running lately. I don't know, the Triumph just seems really good. The health restore is very nice in many of these fights. The bonus to gold is very important. Relentless Hunter is just really, really good. I'm fine with you going Ultimate Hunter as well. Christian Momentous just seems very, very nice to have this low Oracle lens, because it's so important to get into these aggressive positions. Sudden Impact is a no-brainer, absolutely broken. Halo Blades is the same. Don't fall for the bait of Electrocute or like Dark Harvest. Like, they're not terrible, but they're just not Halo Blades. They're so important for these fast combos. Then the Alacrity is just crucial. I'm also just very used to this, so it's just like in my muscle memory to have this attack speed. If I go for another rune, let's say Absolute Focus, that gives you flat AD, which can be really good. But I would just like sometimes mess up auto attacks and cancel auto attacks because of the attack speed. I could spend time to like unlearn it, but I don't know. Electric alacrity is just very nice to have the fast clear as well, and it makes a big difference in many of the fights, in my opinion. So I really like this. Triumph seems really nice. I'm also okay with you going cut down, for example. In this, I've tried both. I usually come back to Triumph, and it's probably a reason for it. I can't really explain it. But it just seems to do better. Like I can't really like look at any math or statistics that justifies this, but I just got a feeling I want to go Triumph, and there's probably a reason for it, hopefully. But yeah, very nice. When it comes to build, Ghost Blade and these items, I go most of the time. If I'm 100 gold off of Ghost Blade, by the way, on the back, I will get opportunity. I don't care. I would just need to complete the item because it's so powerful to complete items. Unless there's nothing going on, then you can maybe wait. But the same goes for second item. Ideally, I want to go for Collector because I want to go into more crit later, like LDR, Infinity Edge, or Death Dance to round that build out. But yeah, if I can't afford the Collector, I can afford Opportunity. I would just buy the Opportunity. That is worth. It's a super good item. Definitely very good. And then you can maybe get a longsword alongside it, or if you can't, you just get the item, and it's very nice. That's better than just having the cloak, for example, and the pickaxe. It's so much bigger power spike to just get the opportunity right away. Third item, yeah, I really like LDR if you need some armor pen. You also have Serpent's Fang. You got opportunities, so many times I would go all three. Like here, I would have gone opportunity. And then fourth item, I actually love Death Dance because many times you will have enough damage after these three items or exchanging these with LDR if they build more armor. Because then you gotta have enough damage. You need something to survive. For example, against the Rengar, that fight is just going to be absolutely one-sided when it comes to me. The same goes for a lot of the ADCs. You can easily get bursted, but if you have the Death Dance, it buys you enough time to kill them anyways because you got so much damage, and Death Dance is just a really, really good item. So yeah, most of the time my builds look like this with LDR or Death Dance, and then the other one last. That's just most of the games. Sometimes I will go Age of Night if I feel like it's useful. Sometimes I will need Serpent's Fang against a lot of shields. That's how it is. I hope you learned something this video. Let me know about the tips and tricks video. And thank you. See you in the next one. Keep smashing it. Bye.